Always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life.
Hey guys, welcome back to Off of the Hamster Wheel. I'm going to go ahead and start a video series that will teach the different strategies of covered call selling. That way you guys can learn how to sell covered calls and gain the confidence to be able to start your own portfolios and start making a passive income just like I have. All of the topics that I want to go over in this series are shown here. I'm going to do a video for each one of these topics and release one video a week for the next 11 weeks. By the time we're done, you will have the full confidence to be able to sell covered calls and make as much money as possible no matter the market conditions. What exactly is a covered call? If you don't know what it is, I went onto Google and I pulled off this definition. A covered call is when you sell someone else an options contract that gives them the right to purchase shares of a stock that you already own at a specified price at any time on or before a specified date. Pretty simple. However, there are a lot of strategies that go into making sure that you make the most amount of money from covered calls without ever having to exercise the contract and sell your shares. Because at the end of the day, the covered call strategy is about holding shares of a company long term while also making a passive income off of those shares. I'm going to go ahead and bring everybody back to school for a second, and we're going to go over these following terms. A call option, the strike price of a call option, premium, the expiration date of an option, and what it means when you buy to close your covered call. So first and foremost, what is a call option? A call option is the contract that gives the buyer of the option contract the right to buy the stock of a company at a set price by a specified date. So it's the exact opposite of a covered call. You're not selling an option to somebody. The person is buying an option to have that right. They don't own any shares, but they are trying to buy shares of the stock. So why not just buy the shares of the stock? Well, below I want to go over two different options and the benefits of each option. Here's the reason why. In this first option, let's say that you buy 100 shares of stock X, Y, and Z. Total, you spend $1,000 on those shares. So $10 a share, $1,000. In 2 weeks, you expect those shares to reach $15, which means that by the end of those 2 weeks, you will have $1,500, supposedly, based off of what you believe. Now, let's say person B chooses to buy one contract or one call option of that same stock with an expiration 2 weeks out at $10 a share. He spends $50 in premium for the option to buy those shares in 2 weeks at $10 a share. This person also believes that the stock will go to or near $15 a share. Where's the benefit from person B compared to person A? Person B has used $50 of equity versus person A who has used $1,000 of equity in the hopes that the stock reaches $15 a share. If the stock does reach $15 a share, person A and person B both get to buy the shares for $10 a share and sell the shares or have the shares at $15 a share for a $500 gain at the end of the 2 weeks. Person A used $1,000, person B used $50. If the stock did not reach $10 in 2 weeks, let's say the stock went down to $8, person A would have lost $200, whereas person B would have lost only $50. So you can see how options are a good strategy if you believe a stock is going to hit a price, but you are not 100% sure. So you don't want to risk your entire portfolio, or let's say a significant part of your portfolio, to find out. Now, what is a strike price? So a strike price is the price that an options buyer chooses to buy a stock at when purchasing an option. The price of the stock needs to reach the set strike price of the option in order for the options buyer to be able to exercise that option or buy the 100 shares of stock. If the stock does not reach the strike price, what happens? Well, the contract expires worthless and the buyer of that contract loses all of his premium, which is our goal. Over on the right side here, you can see an example that I pulled off of Webull that shows what a strike price looks like. So here you can see that out of the money strikes of 87, 88, 89, in the money 86, but this is where you'll look to find the strike price. Now, next we'll talk about premium. The premium is the amount that it costs for the options contract. So how much is the buyer of that contract going to give you per contract? It's typically shown as a cost per share. So you'll have to times that by 100, which is 100 shares, to get your total premium per the contract. Again, using Webull, you can see an example of the premium that a stock is going for. So at a strike price of $90, 6 days out, this is selling at a premium of 76 cents per share or $76 per contract. Expiration date. This is the date that the option expires. So if the option does not go to or pass the strike price by the expiration date, you do not have to buy the stock and you lose the premium, or the options buyer does not have to buy the stock and they lose the premium. Over here, we see again with Webull where you can choose the different dates of expiration for contracts. Now, lastly, when you're selling a contract or a covered call, you need to know what it means to buy to close the covered call. Now, in this example, you have 100 shares that you received a set premium for. When you buy back the covered call that you sold before the date of expiration, you are typically doing that when your shares go down, which means that your premium goes down. When you buy back for a lower premium, your total gain in premium is what you sold the contract for and what you bought the contract back for. Typically, this is done when the contract itself has lost 80% or more of its premium. I will go into further detail in another video when and why you want to buy to close, but do know that you can always choose to buy back the option prior to the expiration date, and there's a strategic reasons why you want to do that. Whether it's locking in some of the premium, whether it's the stock drops really quickly for a day and then you think it's going to shoot right back up, or if you want to reset to a different strike price thinking that stock is going to continue down. So after learning all this, let's go ahead and put together a covered call example. I'm going to use AMD as an example since that is what my main portfolio consists of. In this example, we're going to go ahead and have 100 shares of AMD. We're going to buy them at $70 a share and spend $7,000 to get those 100 shares. We're going to sell one contract with a 1 week expiration. It's going to have a strike price of $75 a share, and the premium we're going to receive is 50 cents a share or $50 a contract. The max return that we're going to get is 100 shares times the delta of what we sell and what we buy the shares at plus the premium. So in this example, you'll see it'll be $550 is what the max return is. The minimum is your premium if your shares do not go to or past $75. So if the share price is less than the strike price at expiration, so less than $75, the options buyer does not get your 100 shares, and you get to keep his premium that he gave you for that contract. Now, if the share price is greater than or equal to the strike price at expiration, you have to sell your shares to the option buyer for $7,500 or $75 a share. However, you get to keep your premium of $50 and the $500 return that you got from selling your shares with a cost basis of $70 for the price of $75. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and follow this channel to get motivated to make your own covered call account and start making your own passive income.
Live the grind, I could change in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win at life. I never miss that fact.